I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded.
Approximately 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid impact caused a catastrophic event that led to the extinction of nearly all dinosaur species. This event triggered widespread fires, a nuclear winter effect, and significant environmental changes, decimating the dinosaurs and altering the course of life on Earth. Today, humanity faces a potential existential threat, not from asteroids, but from the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence, which, if not properly managed, could similarly disrupt our civilization and the natural world. This is at least what a lot of experts think when imagining worst-case scenarios of AI. Can we as a society prevent such worst-case scenarios that threaten the human species? If yes, how can we do that? Welcome to Zeitgeist, where we dive deep into topics with the power to change your life and reshape our society. Each month, we tackle thought-provoking and often polarizing issues in politics and society, sparking meaningful discussions and challenging the status quo. Stay tuned until the end of each video, where we invite you to share your thoughts, making your voice an essential part of the conversation. The question now arises how a computer program can become such a huge threat to human existence. It is crucial to understand the potential capabilities of artificial intelligence. As mentioned in the previous video, which is linked in the description, artificial intelligence refers to the capability of programs to learn by using pattern recognition, language processing, neural networks, and data analysis, often enabled through big data and high computing power. The danger appears when AI exceeds human collective intelligence. In the book Superintelligence, Nick Bostrom tells the story of sparrows who decide to raise an owl, intending to harness its power for their benefit. They eagerly gather resources to nurture the owl, but fail to consider the potential danger it poses once it grows stronger and more capable. Bostrom uses this metaphor to illustrate the risks associated with developing artificial intelligence. Just as the sparrows underestimated the owl, humans may underestimate the complexities and dangers of creating a superintelligent AI. The story underscores the need for careful planning, safety measures, and ethical considerations in AI development to ensure it aligns with human values and remains under control. The metaphor of the sparrows and the owl illustrate the possible difference in power caused by immense differences in intelligence between humans and AI. A superintelligent AI would be able to outperform humans in various fields and domains. If an AI combines crucial skills and capabilities and is able to outperform humans in these domains, it would be able to outsmart individuals and maybe us as a society in general. What are some of the most important skills that an AI could have in order to be an existential threat to humanity? According to Nick Bostrom, an AI that outperforms human collective intelligence in the following field would constitute a significant threat. First, intelligence amplification, which means that an AI is able to bootstrap its intelligence. Second, social manipulation and hacking, which would enable the AI to manipulate human beings and other computers. Third, technology research. This would enable the machine to not only bootstrap its power by increasing it through current technology and methods, but to invent new technologies for various purposes like energy production, computing power, or similar. Lastly, the AI would be able to strategize. This would enable the machine to plan effectively on how to reach its predefined goals. An AI with all these abilities would not be a threat if it would operate in a closed system. The dangers emerge when AI is combined with other technologies. One major factor is the communication with other computers. The current telecommunication standard, 5G, offers high speeds, a lower latency, and greater capacity. Future standards, like 6G, aim to further increase data transfer rates, improve connectivity, and integrate. This would enable the AI to communicate in real time huge amounts of data effectively. In combination with the emerging trend of IoT, Internet of Things, it could theoretically control every object in our daily lives. IoT refers to the network of physical devices embedded with sensors, software, and connectivity, allowing them to collect and exchange data. This interconnected system enables smarter decision-making, automation, and improved efficiency across various sectors such as healthcare, manufacturing, and home automation. The combination of the two technologies would enable the AI to gather massive amounts of data and to control lots of essential machines and devices like our cars, our phones, our houses and apartments in form of smart homes, and even our fridges. This combination could either be used for immensely useful purposes or for catastrophic outcomes.
You could make a swarm of assassin drones for very little money by just taking the Face ID chip that's used in cell phones and having a small explosive charge and a standard drone, and have them just do a grid sweep of the building until they find the person they're looking for, ram into them, and explode. You can do that right now. No new technology is needed. Right now.
The dangers skyrocket when nations start integrating artificial intelligence into their infrastructure by combining AI with other available and upcoming technologies. This would mean, for example, that autonomous systems use AI to make lethal decisions without human oversight, or that AI tremendously increases the potential of simultaneous attacks. This can lead to unintentional escalations in conflicts and an increased risk of targeting errors.
Artificial intelligence and warfare. Let's talk about what this really could look like. Swarms of lethal drones with facial recognition that know your every move, or unmanned armed robots that are near impossible to defeat. Autonomous fighter jets that can travel at supersonic speeds and can withstand greater gravitational force than a human pilot could survive. Cyber attacks that incapacitate critical port infrastructure, or disinformation campaigns and deepfakes that throw presidential elections, or even foreign adversaries taking out satellites, our eyes and ears in space, rendering us blind to global events. All super intelligent weapons of terror.
The problem is not if nations will use AI in warfare and military technology, but when. Similar to the nuclear arms race in the Cold War between Russia and the United States, AI could potentially lead to a new Cold War between the nations, potentially not only including Russia and the US, but also India and China, which is currently heavily investing in artificial intelligence. Is that just a wild speculation, or is there a logical explanation for that? It makes sense to analyze the situation by using game theory. Game theory is a mathematical framework for analyzing strategic interactions among rational decision makers, where the outcome for each participant depends on the choices made by all involved. It is widely used in economics, political science, and other fields to predict and understand behavior in competitive situations. According to game theory, nations that will use such a powerful technology like AI could massively profit from its implementation, while nations that lag behind could lose their geopolitical relevance. Therefore, it is to assume that nations will most probably invest tremendous amounts in the development of artificial intelligence in order to stay relevant on the global stage. Another major factor for the AI race could be the factor of a decisive strategic advantage. It is arguable that the first nation or organization that develops a superhuman general AI with the previously mentioned capabilities would have an immense first-mover advantage. The AI of the first mover would have an immense head start which theoretically could not be catched up. This would lead to an extremely high centralization of power. In the worst case, this immense centralization of power could lead to a singleton. A singleton refers to a hypothetical scenario where a single entity, such as a global government or superintelligent AI, holds unparalleled authority and control over the entire world. This centralized power structure could potentially enforce uniform policies and regulations, potentially mitigating conflicts, but also raising concerns about absolute power and lack of checks and balances. This is of course just a theoretical concept, and making predictions about the future fail most of the time. In 1945, the United States was the first nation that developed nuclear weapons. While developing the atomic bomb, scientists and politicians worked on a strategic plan for the usage of nuclear weapons. One hardline approach was to threaten a first strike of nuclear weapons in order to guarantee that the US was the only nation with nuclear weapons. Advocates for that were Bertrand Russell, a British mathematician, logician, philosopher, and public intellectual, and John von Neumann, co-creator of game theory. This could have led to a singleton, but humans are better than we often assume. However, it is crucial to make sure that such a possibility does not even occur in order to not be dependent on the goodwill of individuals. Will AI enrich our society tremendously, or will AI create a horrible dystopia? How can we as a society ensure that AI will benefit us instead of constituting a hazard to humanity? What can individuals do to ensure that AI improves our society instead of harming us? We invite you to delve deeper into the subject of AI, to actively contribute to shaping this future. To express your thoughts, opinions, and concerns about AI, please click on the link in the description and take part in our survey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay informed about the survey results, which will be shared by the end of the month. Zeitgeist, your voice matters.